Hey Walker, congratulations. What were your thoughts on the Astros taking you? And obviously they scouted you for a while. You came to Minute Maid Park. Did you have an idea that they were going to be a team that might end up taking you?
To be honest with you, I had zero idea who was gonna take me. I was kind of stressing out on the couch there, and once it finally happened, it was a surreal moment. I really think it hasn't hit me yet. I feel like I'm still in awe, but overall, I right now I can just feel I'm super excited and I'm just ready to play.
Yeah.
Hey Walker, congratulations. We just talked to the scouting directors who said that when they called you, it was a pretty emotional moment. Were you an Astros fan growing up? Is this the team that you grew up rooting for, and is this kind of a full circle moment for you?
Yeah, it has been. Obviously, I didn't know how I was gonna get picked by, but Astros were always in the back of my mind, and my whole family loves the Astros. Big inspiration from my grandpa loves the Astros. He died a couple of years ago, so to make this come true, make this dream come true, kind of pays to him. I know he'd be proud of me. So overall, man, I'm just super excited, super stoked.
Matt?
Walker, congratulations. When did you, I guess, gravitate toward catching? How young were you? And how, I guess, would you describe sort of your growth defensively as a catcher? How have you come to become the defensive catcher that you are?
Yeah, so I've been catching this for as long as I can remember. As soon as I step foot on the baseball field, I've been the catcher. So yeah, I mean, I've it's just I don't know, man. I'm still kind of in awe, but yeah, I've been catching for a super long time, and I'm just super excited, man. I don't really know how to answer. I'm just stoked. So
Did you have any catchers that you enjoyed watching or that you kind of paid attention to as you come up?
yeah, I always liked Luke Roy. I've always liked for some odd reason Giovanni Soto. I don't know why, but I liked him a lot growing up, and then obviously Yadier is kind of more recent. Um, I would say I play like any of them, but just because they're really good. But no, I used to always love watching those three guys growing up, so they're a big inspiration to me.
McTaggart. Is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any sense of, talking to the Astros? I mean, they're pretty bullish on maybe the timeline of you getting to the big leagues and on how quickly that could happen for you at this point?
Um, I haven't talked to them much. It's kind of just a little phone call, but um, I'm not too sure. I really haven't looked into anything. They haven't told me anything, so I'm just super excited to see where I start off and hopefully work my way up.
Kelly.
Walker, how would you describe your offensive progression through college? It seems like you've always, had a contact. You've always understood the strike zone pretty well, but your batting average really went up this year. Your contact rate just how would you describe kind of how that happened?
Yeah. So coming in as a freshman, I had no clue if I was going to start or anything like that. Ended up playing quite a bit my freshman year and sophomore year. Freshman year was kind of just like I felt to me it was kind of just getting my feet wet. So it's really even hard to remember anything. So I was kind of just in awe, kind of like I am now. So, but sophomore year, yeah, I had a better understanding of how college baseball was played. Obviously, just played at a way faster level than high school. Um, so I just still didn't think my skills were as refined as they are now. But this year, I really focused on having a solid approach every at bat and treating everybody the same, and it proved to work out pretty well. So,
Matt?
You threw out runners at a real high rate this year. Did you do anything, I guess, from your sophomore to your junior year to just get better in that area?
um, be honest with you, not really. I was just that's one thing I've always really tried to focus on. And this year is just more of executing. I feel like I just executed a lot better this year. Since my freshman year, I've always talked to my coach before the game. We've always gone over a scouting report, who's fast, who's not, so I've always kept it in the back of my mind just to remember during the game. And a lot of times every time I'd remember who was fast. So just knowing their tendencies and if they're going to go or not would help me a lot. I feel like that's really what helped me a lot, just to be ready if they're going to steal. I feel like a lot of guys that stole on me, I really just wasn't, I don't know, maybe wasn't prepared for it.
Brian.
I was just curious, did you ever go to many games at AA in Corpus Christi when you were growing up?
I did. I went to quite a few. Obviously I grew up in Corpus, so I've always been an Astros fan or Hooks fan. But to see that come true now it's pretty surreal.
Chandler?
Who do you remember seeing in Corpus? Any prospects that are now in the big leagues? Any big guys come through there?
Yeah, I remember very vividly of watching Evan Gaddis. He hit an absolute bomb in Corpus. It was one of his rehab starts, and I had the chance to go and I watched him, and he stood out to me just because he's a big guy, big burly dude. And he hit jack, so I'd probably say Evan Gaddis. I watched Altuve a little bit. I think I saw Bregman. Pretty sure I saw Bregman, too sure. But yeah.
And then you mentioned your grandfather, who was a big Astros fan. What was his name?
His name was William Janek. He's my dad's father.
Okay.
Anything else for Walker?
What's that?
Right. I was just making sure anybody
Oh,
had any more
sorry.
questions. You're perfectly fine. All right, that is it I have for you, Walker. Congrats again, and good luck the rest of the way.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot.